Hello, guys. I think today's topic's going to be hello, guys. Today's topic: should you help your wife's family, or should you let them fend for themselves? As an expat married to a Filipina. That's the question tonight. If you marry a Filipino, should you help their family? Hello, Fox. You're the first one in here. Thanks for coming in. Hi, David Jessup. How are you? I thought I'd just pop in here again. I was talking to David Wesley. He's over watching James's channel right now. But he brought up a good point. Should a guy, an expat, come here married to a Filipino, help the family out? Or should he just ignore the family, and let them fend for themselves? So that's going to be the topic of today's discussion. The pros and cons of helping your family, helping your wife's family, or not helping them, and married to their daughter. So a lot of people talk about, don't live near your wife's parents because they're just going to use you. Yeah, Fox, that's exactly the point I'm trying to make tonight. Anywhere you live, it doesn't matter, okay? If you marry into somebody's family and they need help them. It's my opinion. Hello, John. And marrying a Filipino family, it comes with the package. It's the whole family thing. You're going to be closer to a family in the Philippines than you will in any other country. They will have your back. You take care of them, they take care of you. Unlike in the US, you take care of your sister and she turns her back on you. First time you need help. You help your brother. And the next time you need help, he ain't got no money, can't help you, can't do nothing for you. My daughter's playing the sound of the audio right next to me and I'm backing right in my ear. And I'm thinking to myself, yep, that's all true. So why get married if you're not prepared to take care of the family? Turn the volume down. I don't want to hear an echo of myself, please. She's sitting like 2 feet from me. But see, the thing is, John, they're not always poor. Turn the volume off, please. I'm hearing back feed, and they're hearing it too. The people here listening are hearing the back channel, the back feed. They'll go in the other room. So the bottom line is, like Fox Finding says, if you can't afford to get married, don't get married. You're coming here to the Philippines. Let's say you're my age. You're 65 years old, okay? And you come here, and you're walking through the mall, and some girl comes up to you, and, say she's 22 years old. Hi, you married or are you single? Oh, no, I'm single. Well, if you're interested, I'd like to go out with you and get to know you, Sure, you go take her to dinner, right? In the process of getting to know her, you find out that she works at the mall. She's just on break, She has a family back in Iloilo. And her family is dirt poor. Her father's a fisherman. Her mother does a little gardening to help make ends meet, but they don't have any money. She's there working to use her money to support her family. So she doesn't have much money. She barely can afford to live in a boarding house that's like $2,500 a month for her boarding house, and no electric bill, no water bill, but she pays $2,500 a month for a boarding house is where she lives. That's all she can afford, but that's where she's at. But she took the time to seek you out. She thought you were good looking. She's 22, you're 65. There's a 43-year age gap in your relationship if you would date her. Would you date a 22-year-old? And if you're willing to date her, are you willing to take on the full package? Because the full package means family. David says, I think it all depends on how they treat you. They are family, so help. If they don't treat you as family, then you're not family. But always help family if you can. That's 100% true, David. And that's the way it is here. I didn't move here into the village where my wife grew up. I didn't move here to take care of her family. But when they need help, we help them. They don't ask us for much. They ask us, hey, can you carry my groceries from the store since you're in town? Bring them back here to the house. They have their own money. But if they needed money and they came to us and said, hey, we need 100,000 pesos, we have this we want to buy, then we'll loan it to them. And they'll pay us back. Okay? One way or another, they'll do their best to give you the money back. But they are family. So don't expect it back. You know, do something for someone else and don't expect anything in return. And especially if it's family. So John says, David, they are so nice, treat you like a king, better than my real family. That's very true, guys. Filipino families here. When you get into their, what, sweetie?
I found them she's there.
Huh?
I found them she's there.
Oh, no, I fixed it. When you get involved in a family over here in the Philippines, they are really family. Okay? I've asked relatives at home to help me in the past. And nobody could step up and give me a hand. Simple little request. Okay? Then I've asked family sometimes, and a couple of my family do step up to help me. But overall, I find that the Filipino family will always be there for you. They will be there for you. Whether you give them anything or not, okay? They will help you. Because when you marry into the family, you are part of the family. What, sweetie? I'm online. I'm live. What are you doing?
Yellow and blue. That's my wallpaper.
Oh, okay. So, hello, Chona. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Our topic of discussion today is family. Family in the Philippines. Fox says, I think it's called being human. Why should a man marry a woman, eat steak, and have your family eating rice? Exactly. They're your family. So, as you all have pointed out, and also, as we all know, I've been here 14 years. Okay? My daughters know. They're right here next to me, both of them. My wife is on the porch.
Look what I can do with the...
But they know when you ask for help.
Mama's not in
Somebody,
the porch.
okay, it's fine. Somebody always helps you. What do you want me to do? Stop my live feed? Blah, 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 blah.
Look at this tablet.
I don't care about your tablet. Blah, 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 blah. Go away. I'm not buying you a tablet. This was the money. This one. Money.
But I'm going with the athletes tomorrow.
Really?
Bye. Only for 3 days.
You got no school?
She has school. Tomorrow we're gonna leave at 1 p.m. and we don't have school for the afternoon because all the teachers will be done.
I'm glad you girls are leaving. You're a pain in my butt. This one's leaving. She's going with the athletes. This one's leaving. She's going with the athletes. So,
And
good
Papa,
riddance.
they said that
Get out of here. Go get dressed. Get packed. Bye.
Papa, they said they were gonna bring rice.
I want you to take a bunch of my Thriving Philippine Expat papers with you, my YouTube channel, and I want you to pass them out to everyone you can. Everybody's got a phone in their hand. You pass it out. You tell them, hey, subscribe to this channel. We'll put you live.
Even the athletes?
I may have to go to the Pulang-Duta tomorrow myself just to pass out my cards. Yeah. Turn the volume down. You too. You and Ella both. Thank you for watching my channels, guys. You guys are awesome. Look, I got this one watching my channel. I got this one watching my channel. Thank you very much. Now, the volume has to stay down, okay? Where'd Mama go?
Downstairs.
Okay. Oh, who's crying? Shh, 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 shh.
MJ.
MJ? Go see why MJ's crying, Micah, now. Go.
Mama's there.
Oh, Mama's got him.
They don't see
My daughter said hi on my chat. You're on whose phone? MJ's?
Uh-huh.
Okay, she's in my chat.
Raja wants to park the car.
Papa.
The key.
Mommy, can I buy my glove there?
Where's he, honey? Where's the guy that wants to borrow the key? Shh, shh, shh. You can't park what?
My glove.
Your club?
My glove to my hand.
Your gloves are right there. Ask Ella for them. The key's right here, I think, on this key ring. I have one of each key ring, honey. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Where'd the keys go to the vehicle? Where's the keys to the truck? The other set. Here, you can use mine. As long is he bringing them back tonight?
Here, this one.
No, that's not it. I have it here. I only got one key.
Shit.
Is he borrowing it for how long? Is he borrowing the key for?
I said it didn't come back tonight, the key, because we're going tomorrow.
Yeah, here. It's right here. I had a second key somewhere. Oh, the Toronto keys. Where's the Toronto keys? It's on them. Toronto. They're in your desk. I saw them. They were in his cabinet. They moved.
I ask you if we here,
Toronto, hon. Toronto.
Mariko.
There. Shit, not there either. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. We're looking for a set of keys here. I only have one key. What did I do with the other key?
This one.
It's not there. It's missing. Okay. Who needs the key? Where are they at?
I wanna go tomorrow. I wanna go tomorrow.
I don't know. I think you have school tomorrow.
No.
Where is your Honda Beat keys? Because it may be the other one's on there. It's in the Honda, huh? You left them in the Honda today? John?
The beat.
Wait, MJ. I think there's a set on the Honda Beat key. One of the key rings, besides mine, has a key.
Nothing here.
Where's the Honda Beat keys?
Nothing. Okay?
Wow. Okay, I only have one key. Let me check the key ring. Where's the red key ring for the back? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Where's Indai? Where's my keys to the garage? We have to find a key to the gate. The guy, one of the neighbors here, wants to borrow my garage lot in San Antonio to park his vehicle. And I don't mind if he does it, but I need an extra week because I'm supposed to go to Masbate City tomorrow because we were supposed to today, and Charm made a change of plans, and now I don't see my keys. They're not here. Doggone it. My maid has them normally. She keeps the keys. And I don't know where she is right now. I have no idea where she put them. She always hides them somewhere. They're on a red key ring. I don't know where the hell they are. I may have to wait till she gets back here. Ay, boy. Always something, you know? You buy a lock, it's got 3 keys. You put 1 key in your keychain, you give the rest to someone else, and they disappear. Okay. So, I don't know where the keys to the garage are either, Charm. The tool room. Tool room keys are missing. Indai has them. Indai's not here. So, well, never mind. I get back to my chat. I don't give a damn about them keys. Hey. So back to our topic of discussion. How's she doing on the drums? She hasn't played them since we bought them, David. Amazing, huh? You spend 15,000 pesos on a set of drums and she doesn't even play them. Me with my sister. Hello. No, they're on Wi-Fi, Starlink here at the house. We have Starlink. So they have their own, they have Wi-Fi here. They're on my Wi-Fi. Yep, Mike Johnson. Mike, you're going to be busy with David coming and Ray and Lynn. Looking forward to the helicopter live stream. You're such a good host. Well, thank you. They're going to have fun. We haven't been fishing lately because the boat's sitting on the beach. And we'll probably go fishing. I talked to my father-in-law tonight about it. And my worker, Bim Bim, the guy who fishes with him, he's back now. He worked today. We'll probably get somebody. The thing is, I want to push both boats back in the ocean. I want to get the Michaela boat back out for two persons fishing. But I also want to push my Queen Charm back out because I'm going to end up moving that over, thinking to move it over to Roger's house so he can change the engine for me, put the 45 horsepower engine, 4-cylinder engine in the boat. And then I'll run a 45 horsepower and I'll run a 18 horsepower as a backup. They can run them both together even. I'll put an 18 horsepower high speed coupled, and second engine will be the 45 horsepower. And that boat will get up and scoot. That boat will get me faster to the islands if I want to go island hopping. So I want to get that boat out and get it done, get it fixed. With guests coming, if we want to go island hopping, we can jump in the boat and go. You know, as long as there's not a big storm coming, we're okay. That boat can take 6-foot waves. I've done it before. So it's a good boat.
We're done for the CR.
No, they're not done yet.
What are you doing?
They had to cut all the cement to put the plumbing in. Go down and look, get a flashlight and look what they've done. They've done a lot.
Okay.
All day they've done a lot. David says, yes, Michael and the family are very good people. Good evening, Fortune. How are you? And David is bringing the Starlink Mini with him, guys. We'll have the Starlink Mini. It's going to be so hard to put a bunch of people on that small boat that James and Karen and I went on. It's difficult putting 3 people on top of the 2 crewmen who are pulling the nets. It's very difficult. We're kind of hanging off the sides, you know. It's a small boat. I showed you in a video. I took a video. I didn't show you. I probably can. And you can see how small the mic is compared to the Queen Charm boat. And even my father-in-law said, it's very hard to pull the net on the Queen Charm. It takes 3 people. I said, well, you got John here now. So we got Bim Bim, John, and my father-in-law. And I'll go with them. And anybody who wants to go fishing, they can help pull the nets too. It'd be fun for everybody. We'll get them pulled. But yeah, island hopping, we have a lot of islands around here. We have Gigante Islands. We have Carlos, Gigante, Norte, and Sur. We got a bunch of small islands around Gigante off the coast of Carlos and off the coast of Panay Island. There's a lot of little small islands out there. They're very beautiful. And some of them have resorts on them. You can pull up, you pay them a little money, 100 pesos, whatever. I don't know. Some people charge like so much per person you have on board. So it's like 100 peso per person you have on board to dock on their island and go there and eat their food and, you know, drink and have a good time, you know. David says, I'll pull net anytime. There you go. We'll be doing it. So the big boat's not a problem. We can pull the net. I'll pull the net too. Imagine an LS with blower in the boat. Michael, you will reach the other islands in record time. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But you know what happens if you have a problem and you go down? You got no boat to hang on to. With the smaller engines, your boat will still float. You put a big old V8 engine in there and you're liable, the whole boat's going to go under the water really quick. So you're going to be in a world of hurt if that boat decides to go down. It takes me normally 3 hours to get to Gigante Island, 3 to 3.5, depending on the waves. And we're only running 2 18 horsepower engines, an 18 low speed, 18 high speed. So it's about 3.5 hours. If I have the 45 horsepower in there, it's probably going to take me about 2. It's going to cut the time off by about 1.5 hours because we can pick up and go, you know, it'll scoot. I'll probably run a 14 to maybe even a 16 inch propeller blade. And I've got the 1-inch stainless steel shaft already in my shed, ready to go. I've got the motor. I've just got to get the guy to get the transmission and the electric starter because I don't want to play the rope pulling game. I want these guys to have a big battery, 200 amp hour, like I run right now for my solar. We'll hook that up. That's going to be their source of power. I'll put a solar panel on there that we can just set out in the daytime. It'll keep the battery charged up with a charge controller, and it'll be fine. That boat will be perfect. Hit the button, start it up. Vroom. Here we go. And yes, many scallops, and that's why I love it so much. We got some friends that live there, and when we go there, they always dive down, get scallops for us, and all kinds of shells, bring them back. They have a house there that we rent from them. I think they charge us like 2,000 pesos to rent the house. It's 2-bedroom, CR, kitchen, with refrigerator, living room, dining room, a regular house that someone built. They're in Korea right now, South Korea, the owner, and they're a friend of ours, so we just pay them 2,000 a night, rent the house. They make a little money. We stay there. We have a good time. So Carlos Iloilo is making so much money on the Gigante tour. They are. And I want to start doing those tours from here in Masbate is my plan, is to take my big boat and make it into a tour boat and take tourists over to visit the islands. What they make a lot of money on, though, is they charge you like an environmental fee. They charge you a fee per person for everybody that's on your boat. If you don't have a carless registration on your boat, they will charge you. But I have relatives over in Carlos. So if I'm going to do this, I may register it at their house, at my relative's house. I'll ask them. We register that boat, the big boat, at their house, because we don't get charged to bring a boat over here to Masbate. Nobody's charging us any kind of fees. But then we can use that same boat with a carless number on it and go straight to Gigante. And they won't know we don't live there, that we live over in Masbate. They have no clue. It'll be registered in Carlos. We can do that. So anyway, we'll think about that. And we might end up doing that. Colonel in the house? I didn't even see Colonel come in. Where's Colonel at? He's asking, Colonel, there you are, Michael E. White, thriving in the Philippines. Thank you, Colonel. Everybody else knew you were in here before I did, but I missed your entry. Thank you for coming in with a grand entry. Yeah, when are you going to visit me in Masbate here, Colonel? I know you said something about Cebu first. Yeah, we'll be able to show you guys that. I got many videos on my phone from island hopping before. I got a lot of videos. So I may be able to just go back in my phone and find those videos and post them up so you guys can see that too. Says, one of my first plans in Philippines is to buy and build a boat. When are you coming here? I didn't know you were leaving New Zealand. I got great boat builders over here where we live. I can tell you that. There's a lot of wood over here you can buy. They'll build your boat. You got to find a bottom for the size boat you want. It'll change from Fisherman Mike to Skipper Mike. Hopefully not Pirate Mike going treasure hunting. Yeah, it's just what we do over here. We just have fun. And we've been to Gigante, I don't know how many times. Between here and Gigante is where we went shark fishing. There's a nice reef out there with blacktip reef sharks. We caught 4 of them when we went fishing for them. So, wow, November. You're coming same as David Jessup. 19 November, he's coming here. November this year? I mean, we're in November. Today's already the 13th. If you're coming this month, that's awesome. Very cool. If you need help with anything, you have any questions you need to ask, shoot them out. We'll help you. Yeah, where are you planning to stay? JJ's in the house. Thank you for coming in, JJ. JJ, how are you tonight? Hello, everybody. Let me message Scuba, tell him I'm live. I was on Messenger with him earlier. That's why I'm starting YouTube, selling everything I own, no next year. Dude, don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? YouTube is not a good basket. Not a good basket. There's a lot of things that YouTube has bad for them. Okay, 40 mil, you got plenty of money. Don't worry about YouTube. Don't consider it as a source of income. Good. Yeah, I don't consider YouTube as a source of income. I have military pension, I have Social Security, I have a business here, which I wanted to bring up today. You guys were on my live feed earlier. I wanted to bring up business, okay, and run business by you. I thought I would focus today's topic on family, though, because family is most important here in the Philippines. And I got a lot of your opinions on it. People say, don't live near your wife's family. People say, don't take your wife to your country. Don't support their family. Take care of your wife only. That's your only responsibility. I've heard it all. So think in your head. I'm 60 years old. I'm 65. I'm 65. And I want to date a 22-year-old, a 25-year-old. Do you actually, in your mind, think that the parents of that girl want you to date their daughter at your age when you have maybe nothing to offer for her? You may not be able to have kids anymore. You may not be able to give her a baby that she wants. She wants to have a child. The parent's going to look at you, and the only thing they can see in you is money. That's it. That's all. The only reason they would let you date their daughter is because they think, okay, he's going to help our life to improve. And you're going to walk in a relationship thinking, I'm not going to help the family. I'm just going to take care of my wife and me. That's it. I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to move her with me. We're going to move over to another island away from her family. And we're not going to hear from her family. We're not going to take care of them. This is not America. This is not Australia. This is not the UK. This, my friends, is the Philippines. And when you marry somebody, you marry the family. Get used to it. Quit crying about it. I don't want to build my wife a house. If you were in New Zealand, for example, would you buy a house for you and your wife to live in? Or would you rent all your life so you could be mobile and maybe divorce her? Is that what's on your mind, to come here, to marry somebody just for the visa, and then to, at any time, pick up your crap and move on? It's not that simple, guys. Let's go back to comments a minute. Thousands of YouTubers in the Phillies all doing the same thing. All the channels reach a certain limit and don't grow from there. Yeah, that's true. And mine, I don't know, I kind of maxed out on subscribers for days now. I'm kind of hanging right in the 760 branch. Maybe I'll reach 800 by the end of the month. I don't know. Subscribers, I don't know. We'll see. Easy living here if you have that kind of money, okay? But if you're planning to marry a Filipino girl, guys, all I'm saying is plan to help the family, because the family becomes your family. That's your stepmother, your stepfather. Those are your sister-in-laws, your brother-in-laws. Those are your cousins now. First, second, third, fourth, fifth cousins, whatever it runs to. That's your family. And they have family here. It's not like the United States, where you see your family once a year and your brother lives 3 blocks away from you. It's not the same as America. It's not the same as a lot of other countries. Here, family sees family all the time. We spend time with family all the time. Family is a whole different meaning in the Philippines than where from a lot of you are coming from, okay? So he says, it's enough to start a business, marry kids, home, but I only want a simple life and a small farm. I know a perfect place for you to live, Fox. Exactly. Look after your family. I look after mine, okay? They're not always begging me for stuff. But when they need things, I know they need it, and we give it to them. If there wasn't a need, we wouldn't give to them. And I know my mother-in-law's probably got 200,000 pesos. My father-in-law's probably got about the same. They got a lot of money tucked away. It's okay. They work hard for it. And they run Sorry Sorry Store. They make a lot of money. You know, she makes good money at her Sorry Sorry Store. And he fishes. He makes money fishing. Even though he's fishing on my boat, we got a good deal with him. So he's making good money fishing when he's catching. So everybody has their own means of income. But if someone comes up who's family who says, hey, I really need to buy this, I'd appreciate if you have time or you can help me with this. Or I have a project. Can you help me work on this project? You know, I want to clean my field over here. Can you lend me a hand? Or I've got a boat out in the water. I need to get it up on the beach because a storm's coming. You going to go help them or turn your back on them? Or stand back with a video recorder and record them? I've done that before. But they had 30 guys pushing my tiny little boat up, so I just recorded them. But I usually get out there and I put my shoulder into it and I help them. I do my part. And they always treat you good, John. They always treat you good. Nobody here, you're going to see, when you're married to a Filipino, they don't treat you bad. You're going to have the best blessed family. Better, in most cases, than your own parents at home. They really look after you. They take care of you. They make sure you have food. They make sure you have a roof over your head. You know, if you don't have a house, you marry their daughter, guess what? You're living with mom and pop. They're going to make a room for you. Even if they have to give up their bed to do it. Like my father-in-law, I was just talking to him today in his house, right? He always sleeps on the terrace. They have a little mattress they put right there on the terrace, you know, next to the kawayan. Nice and cool, right by the beach. And I asked him, I said, you have this other room over here? Is it available if I have guests? He says, no, not that room. You come stay in this one. It's his room. It's a queen-size bed in there, nice room. Got a fan blowing on you. Cold wind coming in from the beach. So if I have too many people, we'll put one in his house down there. They bend over backwards for you. Is my point for all you guys is take care of the family that's taking care of you. If you come to the Philippines, don't shun off the family. A lot of guys buy a lot, build a house. Or maybe the parents have a lot and they have a shack they're living in. So a guy will spend the money to buy a house for them or build a house for them. You know? It'll all come back to you. Because believe me, if you die, they're going to be the ones carrying your casket for you. Okay? If something happens to your wife and you're part of the family, you're not going nowhere. They're not going to kick you out. They're going to say, oh, Mike, you got to go. Our daughter's dead, you got to go. They're not going to do that to me. I have 3 wonderful children. They're grandkids here. They're going to say, Mike, you got to leave. You got to move out. You got to get the hell out of here. No Filipino family I know of would do that to anybody. You know, it's not the way they do business. That's not how people are in the Philippines. So, Fox says, I've got 2K in 4 months on YouTube. I've got 2,000 in 4 months on YouTube. 2,000 subscribers or $2,000. But whatever it is, it's good. That's wonderful. I haven't done it. You guys, you're here in my live feed. You see me talking. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know. I'll certainly change it, but it's not for money, guys. This is to help you guys. You who are coming here to the Philippines, you're full of questions. You need answers. You need help. You don't speak the language, or you may speak a little bit. You may have been studying the Philippines 4, 5, 6 years. The only way you really know the Philippines, get over here and get your boots on the ground. You will learn the Philippines. It took me, I'll tell you right now, it took me a solid year. A solid year. Every day learning something to be able to trust that I can survive here and make it in the Philippines. A solid year. And let me tell you, after leaving my first girlfriend, it was like a scary thought. Here you are. She stole all the money. She emptied the bank accounts. You got $200 left in your pocket. You can't afford a ticket to leave. You got to stretch that $200 until you have another income come in, until your pension comes in again, and your pension's only $990. And to get a ticket out of the Philippines costs $1,400, and you can't not spend your $200 because you have to eat. You know, so you put yourselves I put myself in a really bad situation by doing a joint bank account, by starting a business with her on the account. And as soon as you say, I don't think this relationship is working, the bank account's empty. Trust me. She's got online banking. And all the money's gone, all of the accounts. Even your joint account that you have $12,000 in, bye-bye. It's all gone. Is there anything you can do about it? Nope, because I was a fool that put her as a joint account holder. So anyway, you learn your lessons little by little by little. You learn how to make it here in the Philippines. I've been taken advantage of just like everybody else. I've been through the school of hard knocks. I went from surviving the Philippines boy from Mississippi. Anybody can do it. All right? It's doable. So 100%, they will look after you. JJ says, Mike, you also look after the community, not just the family. That's right, JJ. And that's very important also. You guys look after the community you live in. Get involved. Join the fiestas. They'll give you a VIP even because you're a foreigner. They'll give you a VIP necklace. They'll expect you to come up and participate. They'll call your name. You go up and hang a sash around the baby queen or the lady queen. You know, you give a bouquet of flowers to them. You know, they'll expect you to get involved in the community. And it's about money. It is about money. They want your money. They'll call your name and say, Michael White, why don't you and Charm bring your family up and let's dance? We'll play a special song for you. Just go pay your $1,000 at the cashier. They'll play a special song for you. You pay for that. It's all about money. Fiesta is all about money, guys. But get involved in your community. Get involved in the basketball games. Get involved in your elementary school. You have children in school, which I do. Charm and I are sponsors in the elementary school. And some of you have gotten involved in our elementary school here. Some of you got involved when the typhoon hit and did a lot of damage to the school. And it's still not repaired because I didn't take the cash out of the Buy Me a Coffee to put it into the school fund. Now I did, okay? So we're buying all the Hardy Flex and the roofing and everything they need. And we're going to be refurbishing the elementary school, finishing up the grade 4 to grade 6 building this year, hopefully before Christmas. We'll get a couple of our workers and send them up there, and that's what they're going to do for a few days until they get it done. And grade 4 to grade 6 is going to get completed so the rain can't just come blowing into the classroom. There's no flashing or roofing at the top in the V part above the attic. There's wall, but then the top whole section up there, the 4 feet above that, it's all open to the sky. The rain can just blow in both sides. So we're putting a stop to that. Some roofing got damaged. We're going to repair that. And then Josh Wilson, who donated to us, we're going to be, thank you, Josh. We're going to be buying all new Hardy Flex to repair all of the under the eave material, all the wood that's blown out and falling. We're going to repair that with Hardy Flex and screws so it can stay there for a lifetime. So we're putting in a lot more than we receive, but that's our donation to the school. That's what Charm and I do. We get involved in the community, involved in the schools. Now, we always have a Christmas party, which we have several Christmas parties for what's coming up. We have every worker who worked for us during the year. We invite all of them. We buy them all gifts. We prepare a food pack for them. We buy all their drinks. We play karaoke. We have parties where different events where they're dancing and participating and doing other things, and we throw money to them. We just have a great party, guys. And so that's coming up. David Jessup will be here for it. He'll enjoy it too, even though he didn't do any work. When he comes here, I'll put him to work for a day, and then we can say he worked for us, and we can put him right in the party too. He's going to have a great time. So we do that party. The next party we're going to do after that is going to be the Christmas party for all the children. And the Christmas party for all the children involves preschool, preschool, 3 years old, preschool, 4-year-old, that my son's in, kindergarten up to grade 6, which is Ella's in grade 4, so we cover every child in the whole elementary school. And this year, we've added Micah's classmates because she's over in high school now in grade 7. So we're going to do all of Micah's classmates. We're not going to do the whole high school. There's a lot of kids over there. But we're going to do all of Micah's class. I think there's 28 children in her class right now. So all of them are going to be given everything for Christmas. Gifts and food, and hopefully I can get them invited over here to our big party at our plaza. We'll invite them all to come here, and we'll include them in the celebration here. And they'll get to play games. And in these games, we also have games with money and stuff like that, so they can all earn money. And all the seniors always want to come to our parties as well. So sometimes we involve the seniors. I don't know if we're going to do it this year. We'll see. But the seniors are the ones running around gathering the coins off the ground faster than the kids can get it. I can tell you that. It's fun to watch. It's a lot of fun. So anyways, let's continue on with comments. JJ, Mike is really thriving. He has a community with him. Yes, we do. To me, the best part of finding a wife and life in the Philippines is getting the family with it. That's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for family. Doug said, as soon as I get picked up on that chopper, Mike, I'll be there. Really? You're coming with Ray? I didn't know that, Doug. I thought you were coming with James and Karen. Okay, well, guys, your story changes every day, guys. Fortune says, right, Fox? Exactly. My schedule has changed a bit. Okay. That's right, Mike. They will honor you. Yes, they do. You are their family. Remember that. So don't be afraid to give a little for what you're going to get in return, guys, which is a village full of love. Every little child coming up to you. Hello, Kuya Mike. You know, it's just such a great feeling. All the children, they come by, they go to school, they always wave, they say hi. You know, they don't forget that you gave them a gift for Christmas. You know, they don't forget that. They don't forget anything. I may not wear a Santa suit, but they don't forget what you've done for them. All their life, we're doing this. All the way through their grade school, we're doing Christmas parties for them. They all know it. They kind of expect it now, and they expect to have a lot of fun. So every year we try to do a little something to make it more fun. More fun. James and Karen, save a seat on the chopper for me. Yeah, what's going on with this chopper? David said, you need a ride there, Colonel? James and Karen? So, David, I don't know. I guess you have enough room on that chopper, but we may be just putting everybody on board. We'll have to get them all to Manila and get them all on board. Or just land in Rojas and Calibo and pick up James and Karen, and then land in Iloilo and pick up Doug and then shoot over here from there. It's a real short hop from there. Michael, for the guys who can afford it, yes, build a house. For the rest, rent and support if really needed. Not all your families want your money. Not all of them are poor. There are plenty of rich people here in the Philippines. And it's very, very true. But the thing is, if you're an old guy like me, if I'm 65 years old, the chances of me dating a rich artist, a rich 25-year-old to 30-year-old, probably pretty slim to none. Okay? Because they're already westernized. All right? They're very smart. They don't want an old man. They want a younger guy. They don't need your support. They don't need your money. You know? For the guys who can afford it, like you said, build a house if it's necessary, or just get them a place to rent, whatever. All right. Thumbs up for Mike, guys. Thank you, James and Karen. Thank you, James. Whichever one's moderating over there for you guys, James or Karen, either one. Love you guys. Doug says, David, I was joking. I can ferry over from Panay. Yeah, you can. It's very easy. James and Karen, we need to make plans to get you on the helicopter. Hi again, JJ says, awesome, David. I'm freaking tired, but my body's getting stronger. Very good. James, I know you've been working your butt off, doing your corn planting and all the stuff you're doing around there to prepare for it. That's a lot of hard work. It's not easy work. So Colonel says, David, I won't say no. JJ said, James, you did a good job. I'll be looking at your videos soon. I've just been busy on this live feed. I'll get over to you guys soon. David says, David Jessup, if you got a chopper, I want it too. You'll have a chopper full. They'll be hanging off the bottom even, David. So David says, we'll make it work. Be in Manila on the 21st. Hello, Steve. Welcome. John says, yeah, Mike, learn to say no. Don't let them take advantage. But if they are in need, help them. Why not? That's right. Learn how to say no properly without upsetting people. There's a way to do it. I just don't have the funds right now, and they understand that. I'm sorry, we just don't have the funds right now. And don't always reveal what you got because your wife knows. If you're telling your wife everything you got all the time and you're living off a bank account in a different country and you're bringing money here, there's no need to tell her, I got $40 million because she's going to do her best to spend your $40 million. Okay? I'm not joking. She'll do her best to get the money over here. Try to talk you into getting it over here, putting it here, storing it here where she can get her hands on it. Okay? Don't tell her what you got, guys. That's their own secret. You don't have to tell your wife, oh, I got 40 million. Psh, that's the last thing I'd tell them if I had 40 million. I say, look, honey, I got enough for us to be comfortable. Okay? It's enough said. Hey, Jap, still in the planning stage. Yeah, Doug is still planning. Steve says, hello, brothers. John says, nice, Colonel. How are you liking Iloilo? Good afternoon, Steve. Hi, Scoobs. Having a blast, Colonel says. Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have a girlfriend sleeping over right now. Man, I would be by now. I'd be at the nearest mall and bar or whatever. I'd have a girlfriend already. I used to be a playboy. Not anymore. David says, hi, Scuba. JJ says, year-end function for workers. Yes, Michael. Yeah, we do it every year. So we're basically going to have 3 parties. We're going to have worker party, children party, and family party. So we'll have 3 nice parties coming up. I'm not sure if we're going to kill Bad Boy on each one of them, but we do have 3 Bad Boy. I don't know what Charm's plan is. What's the plan for the Bad Boys? Huh? She mumbles something of a sign I don't understand. John says, nice house you have, Scuba. I never heard of your island until Mike visited. Yeah, guys, Marinduque is a really, really nice island. Really beautiful. You saw the beaches we were at. A lot of you joined me on live feed there. So, yeah, Scuba's, he's, I mean, break it to him, Steve, or are you going to break it to him? Yeah, JJ, not tonight. He's not going to be on the mule tonight. Good news is, Scuba is going to diet. He's going to try to lose some weight and try to take some load off his back. He's got a really bad backache all the time. I'm proud of you, Steve. I know you can do it. I'm with you. You don't have to have a mule. I'm not having one right now. I'm just about to go get one. But you don't have to have one. You have your water. You'll be okay. Fortune says, I only have a driver and 3 ates working for us. We give them 13th month pay, ham, Christmas packs, the one you see in SM inside the pails that they can use after consuming the food contents. Very beautiful. Very nice, Fortune. I have, over the year, I think I've probably had, including my fishermen, which all get invited, the fishermen have come and gone. They don't fish from us anymore. As long as they fish during the year for us, they're invited to the party. And so I probably got about 30 people this year we're going to be supporting in a Christmas party. And we also do some of the neighbors who are not so fortunate as us, have very, very little. And we have them over also and give them Christmas presents and food and stuff. So just the more less fortunate ones, we know who they are, and they're family, they're relatives. David says, I'm working as a pack mule with the Mini Star Link. All right. Very good, David. We'll figure out a hat design for you. Johnny J says, Scoobs, got you. Rest the liver a bit. Yeah, he started fasting today. So I'm proud of Steve. I really am. Fortune says, John, Marinduque Island is called Heart of the Philippines because if you look at the map of the country and you know where the heart is located in our bodies, that's Marinduque. Exactly. And I learned a lot from Fortune when I was over there about the Romans and the celebrations they have over there. Very, very interesting. Steve says, I was so far behind the live, but now I'm live. Okay, you are live. And I'm willing to stop this live feed to bring you on if you want to come on. Fortune says another thing the island is famous is during Holy Week. They have the Marians Festival. Many males, over hundreds, march the streets wearing costumes. Not over 100 years old, over hundreds of people. They wear costumes, swords, etc., like the Roman centurions. Exactly. Isa, hello, boy. First time I've seen you in my chat in a long time. Isa, guys, this is the wife of Scott. Scott and Isa. Isa is from Iloilo also, in that area.
Who's
And-
Alice?
Huh?
Who's this?
Ask Mama. I don't know, maybe. She's from Iloilo area, and she's going to be moving there. I guess in 2 months you're going home, Isa, and you're going to stay permanently. You're not going back to Hong Kong. And I think January is the date, right? January. So Steve says, Fortune, you got it. JJ Baker, the best thing about you, you say it the way it is, no sugarcoating. Thanks, JJ. The way it should be. Isa said, you enjoy your Starlink soon, Mike. I sure will, Isa. David Jessup's got it. It's packed. It's coming. And when we get it, we'll be sharing it with you folks. We will have a good time with the mini. We're going to have some good times coming up because I'm going to start planning a lot more things. A lot more trips coming up. Summer's coming up pretty soon for the kids. They get out of school in March this year, the end of March. So we're going to do something special. I'll tell you. We're going to be having a great time when summer comes. John says, nice, Fortune. I need to visit. I've seen nothing yet. Yeah, it's very, very, there's a lot in all the islands, John. That's the thing. That's why I say get involved. Wherever you go, get involved in the community because you're going to learn so much. Rick, hello, Rick MB. Mike, I'd like to visit Masbate, do some scuba diving. Is it possible to see the whale sharks there? No, there's no whale sharks, but you're welcome to come scuba or snorkel. If you hadn't had lessons yet, there is a scuba diving school in Palani Beach, and they'll take you over from there and do open water. There's a marine reserve right there. So they'll take you over there and you guys can dive and just be careful not to touch and mess with anything, make anybody upset. But there's no whale sharks there. The whale sharks are off of, what are they, Sikihor, or wherever they're at, the whale sharks. Sikihor, I think, is where you need to go to watch the whales, the whale sharks. I think Legazpi down to Sikihor, all in that area. Scuba's laughing. John says, Scuba, you're funny. You cut the trees down at your house. Then, no, you didn't do it. Liddy did it. Fortune says, my first job was at Coco Life, the insurance company. That's where I got a Christmas ham and Christmas pail. I adopted that kindness to our crew. That's really awesome, Fortune. That's really cool. I wish somebody give me a pail. I could always use a bucket around here for everything. But anyway, I got plenty of buckets. I'm just kidding. That was in 1993. Wow, a long time ago. 1993. Where was I in 93? I was in the U.S. Navy in 1993. I was 4 years away from retirement. I was working at Deep Submergence Unit on the deep submergence vehicles, the Seacliff, Turtle, Avalon, and Mystic, the two DFSRVs, Avalon and Mystic. That's a deep submergence rescue vehicles. If a submarine goes down, we can send those vehicles to rescue the crew. They can only dive to 5,000 feet. That's the downfall. Because 5,000 feet, there's a lot of ocean deeper than 5,000 feet. So if a submarine goes down in water deeper, then they're not going to get rescued. Thank you, Brother Mike, and everyone else for your prayers for me to lose 30 pounds. 30 kilos. 30 kilos, 60 pounds. And when that happens, Steve, you and I are going to have a dance party.
Papa, tomorrow we want to go.
Why don't you ask your mother what she say? Why you come cry to me?
Mama said no.
Well, it's because you have school. But maybe we can go after school. After school's out, maybe we go. Oh, we talk to Mama. Say, Mama, just wait till after school. I'll go with you guys. Yeah. Okay, guys. Let me go through. Johnson, I need to lose 30 kilos as well. Next month, Mike and Scott also next month. Okay. Wonderful. David says, Scuba, you want to lose 30 kilo carnivore diet all the way. Meat. Beef only. Isa, yes, done my work as OFW. 13 years. We're staying in Iloilo with Scott. Scott coming to Iloilo next month also. Yep. John says, Fortune, you know your stuff. He does. He's been here all his life, guys. You need to know anything about the Philippines, anything at all. I'm so happy Fortune's in here because I don't know it. Fortune's the answer. You guys answer right there. He can answer anything you want. Oslab, Cebu for the whale sharks. Okay, David, there you go. And Isaac said, Scott's excited to visit your place. Yes, I'm hoping he'll really enjoy himself over here. I'm looking forward to you guys coming over. You're so invited. Abslav, whale sharks also for some time in Donsal, Sorsogon, near Boreas Island, part of Masbate. So those are up, yeah, that's a little farther north of us here, towards Pio Duran, towards Luzon on that South Luzon side. Okay, Steve says, send me an invite. David says, Michael, you can put me to work on anything, but I am best at building or working on cars and motorcycles. Very awesome. Well, we got a house to build. You and I got a lot of work to do. We got to get a place built for you. Get you settled in before this winter time comes. Another storm comes flying in here. So we'll get you taken care of for sure. I'm going to go ahead and stop this feed, guys, if you don't mind. I'd like to bring on Steve live. He wants to come live with us, so we'll bring him on. Anytime any of you want to go live with me, just give me a heads up, and we'll schedule it, and we'll do it. So let's stop the live feed right where it is. Let's bring on Scuba Steve, and then we'll have a great time. We'll be right back. You guys take a break, get something to drink and eat, whatever you're going to do, and come on back and join us in about 5 minutes. We'll be there. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone. Steve, coming to get you, bro. We'll bring you right on live with us. Thank you all. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you for all the generosity in my chat, all the chats, guys. We really appreciate it. We'll keep it going in the next one. All right. We'll see you all really soon. God bless you. Love you guys. See you soon.
I'm winner.
I know. I saw that. You're the winner. You got a big old